Who would make a good personal injury marketing liaison? So let's talk about that for a second. So at the bare minimum, you should be reaching out to attorneys and getting in conversations on social media. It's the best way, the fastest way to make connections and grow your personal injury practice. But if you really want to scale to that next level, having a good personal injury marketing liaison to walk into law firms, urgent cares, doctor's offices, going to events, meeting all the MRI reps and becoming familiar with them and getting in relationships. Personal injury is a relationship-driven business. This is how the biggest doctors that I know, well, what I'll say is the doctors with the biggest personal injury practices that I know about, they all have at least one dedicated personal injury marketing liaison. Now the value of this, let me explain the value. A lot of these attorneys love practices with a good personal injury marketing liaison. They love working with doctors like that because they use your marketing liaison like their quasi-employee. Meaning, if they need records from your office, they're going to call your marketing liaison. If they need to send a client or 2 clients or 3 clients, they know if they call your marketing liaison, the liaison is going to be on it. They're going to know exactly how to get that client scheduled, what to do, who to call in your office, the workflow to get that done. Okay? So, they use your marketing liaison like their quasi-employee to get anything they need done. They don't want to call your office. Your front desk person may pick up, they may have patients in front of them, they could be busy, it can be a broken workflow process. But when you have a marketing liaison, that liaison knows how to get everything done very quickly and communicate back with the attorney, letting them know that the action has been completed, and these attorneys love practices with a dedicated personal injury marketing liaison. Okay, so who would make a good personal injury marketing liaison? Let's talk about some of the attributes of a typical unicorn, what I call a unicorn in the personal injury space. So one of the number one problems I get from my mastermind doctors who have huge staffs, multiple locations, other than generating more patients and all these other issues, one of the problems they have is staffing, right? Getting good people. And a personal injury marketing liaison is part of this issue, but it's turning around now a few years after the pandemic. So they're getting good resumes. So here's what you don't want. You don't want social media people. You don't want people that typically sit at a desk, sitting in a cubicle, enjoying your air conditioning. That's not typically a good PI marketing liaison. The one thing you want to look for is outside sales experience. You want a marketing liaison who loves being in their office with the 4 wheels on it, their car. Because if they're in your office, they're doing this job wrong. They need to be on the road, walking into law firms, law offices, urgent cares, primary care doctors, general practitioners. So you want a road warrior, somebody with outside sales experience. As an example, somebody with medical device sales experience. They have experience setting up in-services at doctors' offices, showing them how their machine works, how their modality works. So they know how to talk to doctors and get those appointments and just walk in there, not be intimidated by no soliciting signs. So somebody that has medical device experience is good. A pharmaceutical rep. Those people have outside sales experience in the healthcare industry. Obviously, they're used to walking into doctors' offices, selling their drugs or whatever. So a pharmaceutical rep has good outside sales experience. So that's one of the key attributes. You want somebody that likes being on the road, outside the office, somebody with a nice personality. Another thing you want, another good attribute to this is an outgoing and charismatic personality, right? We don't want an introvert who's quiet and meek and shy. Not the best candidate to walk into offices, greet the front desk person, ask to see the lawyer or the case manager. So a outgoing, charismatic personality. Somebody who, one of the best marketers in my program said it this way. She goes, Mark, I'm just out there making friends. That's all I do. I'm just out there making friends. That's my job. So think about it like that. A big personality with good communication and networking skills. And this is important. You want them to have the ability to articulate your point of differentiation. What makes you as the doctor different than all the other chiropractors and other physicians out there asking for personal injury patients? So this person is going to know and understand your practice, the services and modalities that you offer, but they can also articulate why you are different and why they should work with you or at least meet you. So this marketing liaison is in the field, and their goal is to set up Zoom calls and lunches for you. So here's another way you can find a good marketing liaison. Reach out to your MRI reps. Your MRI rep knows every attorney and every doctor in town. So reach out to, let's say you have 5 MRI facilities in your town. Reach out to all 5 of them and say, hey, I'm looking to change, I do PI. I'm looking to send my MRI patients to get an MRI at different facilities. Can you send one of your reps over? These reps know everybody. So this is an opportunity for you to ask this MRI rep, number 1, I want you to introduce me to 5 new attorneys that I don't know that you really like, that are really cool. Right? So that's 25 introductions an MRI rep can look for you. But you can also say, listen, I'm looking for somebody like you, an outgoing person with outside sales experience to grow my personal injury business. Do you know anybody who is an ex-MRI rep looking for some work that has some connections and relationships in personal injury already? That's huge. If you find somebody like that, somebody that has relationships already established, it's like being a Kenyan marathon runner with a 10-mile head start if they have relationships. Somebody that was already a personal injury marketing liaison, right? Call your surgery doctors, the doctors that do spine surgery. It's good to have relationships with them. Ask them to send one of their personal injury marketing reps out. And ask these MRI reps and these current and possibly former personal injury marketing liaisons if they know anyone just like them, that wants to do this job, that understands what they do, friends of theirs. So ask the people that are already in the industry if they know anybody looking for jobs in personal injury, a marketing job, an outside marketer. So those are typically the unicorns. Outside sales experience, if they have medical experience, that's great. They're used to walking into doctor's offices. But an ex-MRI rep, they know how to walk into attorneys' offices. They know how to talk to attorneys. Former personal injury marketing liaisons. Listen, even if they were fired or weren't very good, I can help you train them so that they're elite level. And elite level, I'm not bragging, I'm just saying, if you do the habits and the processes that I show them, they will be at an elite level. It's just about the actions and the habits that they undergo. And 2 things that are vitally important to grow personal injury: massive volume of meetings and people that can send you cases, getting to know as many of them as possible. So volume and consistency. No days off. Make it non-negotiable. Your marketing liaison should be in the field and hitting their numbers every single day. Whether it's 5, 10, 15, or 20 meetings that they're supposed to, connections that they're supposed to make for you, they have to make those non-negotiable. So you're looking for somebody with a growth mindset. Okay. Now, that's a unicorn. Now, do they have to be ex-MRI reps or have outside sales experience or anything? Not necessarily. But if you check all those boxes, you're going to be ahead of the rest. Now, one of the best marketers, or a few of the best marketers in this program, never had any PI marketing experience. They love to be outside of an office. They love their freedom, and they love talking to people, and they love making money, right? So if you find somebody like that, that could be a good personal injury marketing liaison. So that's my spiel on finding a good personal injury marketing liaison. Give me some likes. If you like what I had to say and you want to never miss a video, I release a video every single week. Subscribe to my channel so you'll be notified when I produce another video that has to do with growing your personal injury business. I'm Mark Slater with Crown Spine Consulting.